15 men on the dead man's chest. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. Drink and the devil had done for the rest. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Assassin's Creed 4 on the Mysterious JG. And I had to give you that one because I forgot to end the last video by going YARG! Anyway, it's Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which is the pirate Assassin's Creed game. Although there's not that much piracy going on. Pretty much just a regular Assassin's Creed game at this point. But hopefully we'll get to turn that around. The game will be a lot more piratey once we get our own ship, at which point you'll be able to taste the scurvy, folks. But for right now, it's kind of Assassin's Creed with better graphics. Oh. And occasional random missions like this. Hey, I tackled him. Okay. Wait, you know, I just tackled the guy and stole his stuff. The game told me to. And I just got shot. And bounced right back onto the ladder even though I didn't actually want to. Yeah, whatever. I got sea shanties to find. Look, guys, I'm searching for treasure and sea shanties. I don't have time for your nonsense. Now, unless you have sea shanties in your prison, which you will put me in rather than killing me on sight, I don't have time for you guys right now. So, no, I didn't mean to do that. Stealth swim for a bit to lose their attention. And I've lost their attention, so we can stop stealth swimming now. And this one I was trying to... Last time I really failed miserably, because I was trying to actually find some shortcuts by doing... You can jump while pressing X to, like, take leaps of faith and longer jumps than the automated jumps, but I think I just kept jumping when there was nothing for him to land on, other than water. Damn it, see, what, I didn't do it that time. Yeah, sea shanties. Sea shanties, damn you! Why don't you want to be caught and sung by my men? Get up there, you bastard. See, create extra jumps for yourself if you don't angle it just the right way. Like, what the hell? I was just trying to go upstairs. He starts monkey climbing. Oh, fucking Assassin's Creed. It's like, there's some stairs. What do you want to do? Do you want to run up the stairs? Or do you want to cling to the side of the safety rail for a few seconds while you try to figure out what the hell button to press? At least we're fairly close to the starting point for this nonsense. I believe it pops up right over here someplace, doesn't it? We can just actually sit here and wait for it. That'll give me a chance to get a cool beverage. Anyway, folks, how are you? Do you enjoy the sight of honky ninjas balancing precariously on, what do you actually call these things? I mean, it's a real thing. They arrange them to make for fun jumping possibilities, but, damn it. Go! Chase it! Definitely confused it by starting where I started there. Basically cheating, but, yeah, it was like Derby Ram. I think I might have gotten that one before. But yeah, there's wooden posts sticking out of the ground, or the water to mark, I guess, how close you are to the... I don't know. It's alloy, it's alloy, it's alloy, loy, loy. How many more of these manuscripts crap are there? There's quite a few of those around here. As we explore other islands, there will be like just one or two little things on each to get, which makes it... I guess I should put off getting all the stuff in Havana because we'll be coming back. Yeah, I just knocked you the fuck over, Renaissance Fair Lady. What do you think of that? Yeah. This is probably another place where we can just drop in from above. That tends to be how they roll in these places. Yeah, I'm trying to drop down out of your sight. Just give me a second. That way you don't have to be murdered. Oh, fine. Fine, if you insist, I'll get into a fight with you and your friends. You'll all die. Ooh, there's a lot of them. Nobody ever plays the Save the Pirate minigame when I'm in trouble. There is a part of me that just wants to sit back and watch them kill each other. No fair, I started hitting counter. These guys can't attack more than one at a time. It's supposed to be black ninjas. He's currently getting a message telling him to press X to break guard. Uh-huh. You almost started attention to that guy. Damn it, I knew I was stopped counting for too long. It's like the game itself is sick of how long this is taking and suddenly made me kill a bunch of guys with cinematic. But then 4 more guards showed up. Fine, I'm out. Okay, I'm dead. Missed too many ninja jumps there. Jump! For fuck's sake! What are you doing? For the first time in your life, you have no compunction to do, like, ninja jumps? What the hell kind of pirate are you? You're not jumping around like a monkey. Okay, that was almost a disaster. What kind of pirate doesn't like jumping around like a monkey? Ninja. Just don't shoot me while I'm on. Thank you. You missed it. I mean, you did try to shoot me. See if I can individually lure them over. All the million dudes who are trying to kill me. Just to get a manuscript that's gonna be worth like 80 reals. I suppose he went into the outhouse too. Oh no, they saw me. I should have let him go. It turned yellow for a second. I thought it was good. Don't shoot me. That's not fair. See, they couldn't. They didn't have line of sight on me, but the red hadn't worn off. Man, I have a lot of dead guards. I see you standing over the body of another dead guard. That's no fair. I should have been able to kill you. Like I just did there. This guy's having a hard time jumping up. You might want to just let this one go, friend. It hasn't worked out that well for your compatriots. Fine, it's not going to let me assassinate him. I'm not pulling him in. I don't have to jump out to deal with him. I wonder how many guards Havana has. Oh no, don't tell me I'm not going to be allowed to loot this guy. You're not going to be allowed to loot this guy. Told you not to tell me that. Well, it's a forbidden area, but there's nobody to actually detect me there, so ha ha ha. it's a treasure chest, but looks like a treasure chest, but it's actually a secret manuscript. So there can only be Folio 33B. There can only be so many of those left because I've found 4 of the 7 secrets. So I've got to be getting near the end of all that nonsense. Animus fragment, don't care about that. Treasure chest, not going out of my way. Now I'm in like this mode where I want to get all the damn manuscripts, so trying to get a bunch of stuff recorded in a short time because I'm going to be getting back to studying for the CPA. As I mentioned in the first video, I failed the last section. I would have been done. Failed the last section, still kicking myself about it, but I give myself a little grace period before I really get back. Oh fudge, there was one over here. I give myself a little grace period before I get seriously back into studying. But once I do that, I won't be recording a lot. So I'm recording ahead a bit, and I haven't seen comments for any video except the first, and I'm like, is there gonna be like every video, like the first 4 videos, all the comments are like, stop getting the frickin' animus fragments, we don't care about the treasure chest, get to the story. In which case, I really won't be... Shut up, dude. It's not illegal for me to be up here. I can climb around on your roof, buddy. Okay, that doesn't actually make sense. Sorta. So to get back into this place, and it looks like, oh, well, I can see at least where it's, Is there any way for me to climb this tree and assassinate them out of there? You know, I never really checked for entrances on this side. There's definitely some things you could be doing. Bouncing, skipping along. This might have been something to have looked into before doing the last mission. Definitely should have looked into this before we did the last mission. Damn it. Oh, I see. It wouldn't help us with the last mission because we can't get to the main area from here. But we can get to this treasure because it's a completely separate little area. Not too shabby. Nice. I mean, for purposes of the least irritating gameplay experience we could have had here. I don't have to go through the whole dang thing again, looking for something we missed. And that's the other thing, is I was actually looking for this place before. Remember at the end of the last mission? Trying to figure out how to get over here, to this corner, but it wouldn't have helped. We needed to get down here through that other entrance. So it might be just as well as far as not wasting a lot of gameplay time. Oh, and this treasure chest is probably over this way. See a treasure chest on the map that I couldn't... Well, no, we figured out how to get to it. It just got spotted. Can't actually jump across there. Alright, fine, whatever. Oh, I can't jump over there anymore? No, I can. Never mind. Okay, so let's see. Looks like we're gonna have a whole video of this foolishness, folks. But at that point, I'll really... Other than treasure chests, like if I happen to come close... Like, there's one that's pretty close to me now. I'm going to fight the temptation. We'll be out of stuff to do in Havana. Other than the assassination missions, which I feel like I was going to try to put off. Ow! That didn't explode. Hi, buddy. Ignore the dead guard that's near where I just came sprinting out of the fort I'm not allowed to be in. It's got nothing to do with me. Don't take no notice of the manuscript that I'm carrying. I mean, why would you take notice of the manuscript I'm carrying? That is reasonable. I don't want to do a leap of faith. Why are you telling me to do a leap of faith? There must be a haystack down there. The treasure chest down there in that corner. You know what? This one doesn't appear to be restricted access, so... There's no reason not to grab it while I'm here. Just a couple of reals that I wouldn't have otherwise. Got half the chests, almost. Men on half the chests. Ooh, 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 and a bottle of rum.
There's another one over there that looks like it's not in a restricted area, although this guy's probably gonna give me shit. Damn it. Thought I could grab it real quick before he... Sons of bitches. This wouldn't happen if you just let me steal your treasure off your roof. Roof treasure belongs to those who find it. You stop staring at me like I did something wrong by killing those guys. Because while I did, it's not your place to judge. God damn it. I ran up to him and he hit me first. I'm sure looking forward to meeting the governor of this fair city. The guy is the boss of all these guards. I'm sure that we're going to be friends. Oh, this is a restricted area. See, I came down in a badass assassin move, but... Man, there's like 30 of you dudes! What the f... I thought there was nobody here! Woo. Is there a hiding place up here? I could really use a hiding place up here. So I can't actually escape combat and steal that thing until I evade their yellowness. They're still up there looking for me. And they found me. Yeah, fast. Got it. Rapido. Got it. Are they actually climbing up here? Yeah, they are. I managed to kill a bunch of them while they were all stuck on the ladders. Just trying to deal damage rapido by not spending a lot of time countering here. And I think it actually worked out. Yeah, I gotta get some swords that deal some better damage. It's just taking way too many hits to kill these guys. But I'm trying to put off all my purchases. I mean, certainly I've got enough money to buy some better swords than I got. But I'm trying to put off making a lot of purchases until I've got a ship, because that's going to be a meat sink, as I say. It's going to be a real money-eating thing at first. But once you actually get on the high seas and do piracy, I feel like that's a faster way to earn reals than just beating up these guys for 10 reals a pop. So that was a secret manuscript. At least it wasn't just a lowly treasure chest. I got 2 more to find. See if we can do it in this video and then put all that nonsense behind us. Go down here and help out some fellow pirates. Except they don't have a ship to gang them into serving on. There's a manuscript here. Probably want to get that last because it's really... No, you know what? This one's even closer. So the last 2 manuscripts are both reasonably close to where I will need to go. The fetus in the womb. Hold to read more. I'm holding. The fetus in the womb. The fetus in the womb, a drawing by Leonardo da Vinci. Relevance unknown. The estate of Peter Beckford. Oh, it's all going to be tied into their weird ass. I've got 3 of the 4 pages. Oh, you can look at them, but they don't actually... Okay, so it's not actually going to come together in any meaningful way, I don't think. Well, that kind of puts a damper on things a bit. And listen to some shanties. The letters you can read. The observatory. The manuscripts are just... Dang. Well... Maybe I'll have to do some reading on a fact as to whether there's any point in getting them. But I was convinced myself temporarily that there was. And they're worth it. They're worth a few drubbing points. Wouldn't be the first time I'd changed my mind about how I'm going to approach an LP during the LP itself. First few videos collecting everything on every island as I go, getting more and more things added to the list of I'm not going to bother. Manuscripts, I wasn't going to bother, then I was. I might go back to the I won't bother list. Especially if I get if I get all 4 pages of that one folio, and that doesn't do anything, then I'll have to rethink. But they're all coming out of the private archive of some crazy Templar who's like the scary Illuminati guys who are like collecting ancient weird secrets, and there's the pirates that I could help. Just not feeling it, guys. You guys aren't coming to help me when I get in trouble. Would you stop giving me shit just because I'm trying to jump around on the roofs? But the, yeah, there's an overarching plot to the Assassin's Creed games that I didn't pop up in Assassin's Creed 1, where they were just like some kind of weird artifact that the evil dudes are trying to get a hold of, even in the present day. But the later Assassin's Creed games, man, it starts getting into like freaking aliens from space, or gods, or there's some kind of like apocalypse that's coming. It gets more and more intricate and weird, I guess. In the first game, it's just there's evil Templars exist even today, and they're still trying to take over the world. Whatever. No fair, you shouldn't have been able to see me because I hid from you for like a quarter of a second. Apparently you were the only guy who was really that interested in finding me. Oh, those other guards got distracted. Hey, and those guys kicked the guard's ass. Nice job, guys. I'll just quick come down here and loot this dead guy. Doo-doo-doo. I sure hope there's a courtyard for me to drop into. There's going to be a courtyard for me to drop into. Guaranteed. You know what? I'm just going to kill you. I'm not even going to stop to think about it. Hey! Oh, you're coming from over here. Oh good, you're one of those guys who doesn't defend. My favorite. I think there's ruffians out there who are just getting into fights with the once the guards get agitated, those guys attack them, and it's just making my life easier. You know, there was another guy up there that I could rob, but yeah. Go, buddy. Should I go help him, or should I go loot that other guard? That other guard probably has like 8 gold. And they're like, these guys are like, yeah, woo, thumbs up. I could hire them as bodyguards, but I don't want to. Oh, this will take me to the challenge page. I don't really care about the challenge page right now. I got a few of these challenges completed in my off-screening, and they unlock cheats that you can use, but the cheats are of limited usefulness, and you can't save your progress when you use them. Particularly irritating, there was a cheat I unlocked called Talk Like a Pirate Day, where it makes your in-game character, Edward, occasionally yell out catchphrases from like pirate movies and stuff. Like he'll say things like "Shiver me timbers," during like, you know, when you're not in a plot scene. And it was kind of fun, but A, it didn't trigger that often, and B, nothing that you did in game, like it didn't help you, it didn't make the game easier, but nothing that you actually do in game saves. You don't get progress or anything. So now I've got all 4 pages of this manuscript, and I don't... It's one of 4 extant pages, so I guess it's fair to say that getting the 4 pages that still exist might not tell you much, because it's an entire folio, and only 4 pages are left. The manuscript was found in Europe prior to European discovery of the New World. This image clearly depicts a sunflower, a flower found only in the Americas at the time. So he's like... yeah, this is like this is proof of ancient astronauts traveled between Europe and North America. The second of 4 extant pages, or St. Brendan brought it back after his voyage. The second of 4 pages. Okay, oh, it's just a bunch of pictures of sunflowers, maybe? Well, whatever. We got 5 manuscripts, and they're not really doing a whole lot for us, are they? the observatory for several days. JG has been playing this game and making very little progress. Many more people learn about dancers, a cowardly euphemism for women employed in the world's oldest profession, prostitution. Oh, okay, well, cowardly, you're the guys who are using it. It's your frickin' game. Call them hookers if you want to call them hookers. Dancing can be employed to distract guards and interfere with ongoing fights. They might also have some incredible stories of their own to tell if only you'd bother to listen. Hey, that's not my fault. You don't have a game mechanic where I can talk to hookers. What is this? Who approved this paragraph? Original gangsta. Drunkards, sailors flush with rum in the heat of the sun. These drunkards can be useful in a few ways. Yeah, basically they're just mercenaries who temporarily fight on your side. Stede Bonnet. Born into plenitude and wealth on Barbados, Stede Bonnet seemed destined for a life of pleasure and ease. The son of a successful and influential plantation owner, his early life was marked by tragedy when his parents died suddenly, leaving 7-year-old Stede orphaned in a perpetual state of melancholy. We know all this how. His inheritance of some 400 acres of land softened the blow caused by the loss of his parents, and by the time Stede was in his late teens, he had already restored the sugar plantation to a profitable state. Oh, so he's a slave owner, right? You know, now that I think about it, that's not quite as nice as a guy as I thought. But, and how do we know about him? Because this is actually information being gathered by people in the future. And probably they've been studying genetic memories of this dude, but they don't know when he died. I don't know. He married young and set about starting a family as soon as possible, but owing to what some called a disorder of the mind, he never found solace or comfort in these domestic trappings. To further complicate his unease, his firstborn son died in infancy. Not in infamy. His firstborn son was an infamous serial killer. Further amplifying his grief and stirring his restlessness. As a means of coping, he dreamed of going to sea and sailing around the world, meeting people, living life as a man free of the obligations thrust upon him. This sounds like an inspiring story. Would he make a good hero character or villain? Original gangster. No, trust me, ML. And some stuff on these two different empires. Yeah. What do we have left to do in this video? We got one more of these diddly dig dang secrets to find. And then a manuscript with a low monetary gain. Woohoo! After that, there'll be nothing left but treasure chests and animus fragments. These, I haven't really looked at these too much. These are general stores. We can go to buy things like swords and stuff. I probably need to think about getting him at least one. What? Oh. I thought I was in the clear as far as all the guards here, but I guess not. I guess I should probably buy Edward some stuff. Hello, shopkeeper. I've just jumped from the roof, and I have to be anonymous to talk to this guy. I'm not allowed to purchase from him if he knows who I am. Yeah, but they basically mean you can't just start talking to shopkeepers while you're... Not even tiny shopkeep, the keeper of tiny shops. While their guards are looking for you. The guards are still looking for me. Stop looking for me, guards. You know what? Fine, guards. I was going to do some shopping, and now I'm not going to. It was kind of on a whim that I was going to shop, even though I'd said I was going to hold off. Now, on a whim, caused by... I'm pretending that you guys are responsible, when in fact, it all comes down to the fact that I can knock over as many people as I want, as long as they're not guards. But yeah, I went to the fact that at the moment that I just suddenly decided spontaneously to buy myself a new sword, I couldn't. I'm going to instantly lose interest in that and go back to my original plan of holding on to money until I'm given some more things to spend it on. At some point I will be given the opportunity to buy pistols, because what the hell kind of pirate are you without pistols? What am I doing? Stop! I keep monkey grabbing stuff when I don't mean to. I was trying to get to... There was a nice sneaking point right there. Now there's like 30 guards after me. Help me, Spark. Shoving those guys off the ceiling killed them? That fall wouldn't have killed Edward. Though presumably Edward is, like, controlling his landing, and these guys are possibly landing right on their heads and breaking their necks. Beat him up. Break his neck. So yeah, I'm a super stealthy assassin who just, like, has to bludgeon his way into all situations. Hey, it looks like I can climb into that house. I can. And then he... What the... Oh, see? Yeah, I wasn't controlling that. It's like... Nope, you can't actually be in here. It's just a... It's a neat little evasion technique. It's not actually an environment you're allowed to explore. Sorry, people who thought that their pirate could someday own a beautiful home. I actually do get to get a nice little house of a sort, but... So we got a manuscript out of that, so I guess we might as well check on what the manuscript is, because now we got all the manuscripts that are available in this area. Database, I guess it would be. And documents. It's Atalanta Fugians, from the Atalanta Fugians by Michael Meyer. Wasn't he like a serial killer? Alchemist from a movie. Alchemist and counselor to Emperor Rudolph II, once owned by the Peter Beckford estate. See? Crazy, Masonic symbols and stuff. Like the pyramid with the eyeball ended off the dollar. Which clearly connected somehow to alien technology or, gods that had once left and are now back to take over the world or whatever the hell else. Anyway, folks, I'm the Mysterious JG. We're going to call it a video here. And when we come back, I've pretty much done all the silly side quest stuff I can, without hunting down every single treasure chest or doing assassination missions, which I said I wasn't going to do just yet. So I have precious little choice but to get back to the story. We'll do that next time. Thanks for watching. R.